guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the severe weather for the next 4 days. So, it's going to be very interesting and probably a longer video than usual. But today we're going to be breaking down all these days between today, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. Now, Friday is the day that we're really starting to look at. And also, the Weather Prediction Center, as you could probably tell, has actually updated, which is nice. And we already have our first little outlook here with the new updated thingy. Hold on, guys. And as y'all can tell, that it does show a little area, which is the intensity 1 for the hail. So definitely something new. Nothing yet for tomorrow, but today we are definitely watching out for a little bit of a hailstorm. Nothing has fired off yet. Maybe some stuff up here. Yeah, some stuff up here has started. Excuse me. Seems to be a possible dry line going through here. So we'll definitely have to be trying to watch out for that. Here's up north for, let's say the radar for, or the models for today. Things actually start to kind of pop. I mean, things don't really happen, tonight. We might have a slight thunderstorm, pop up around here, and it'll probably mostly be up north over here that we're really going to be watching for. And, as we continue it, you can see that these storms definitely go crazy for sure. So we're definitely going to have to be watching that for the next couple of days. Hopefully I can get this update out today. But as of right now, honestly, nothing much has happened. So we're still kind of waiting for some storms to really start to pop up, which will probably be around Wednesday. Literally the exact start on Wednesday between the 4th through, or the 3rd through the 4th, and that'll probably will have a tornado chance for over here. Also, we are definitely going to be having to watch out for all of this. Oh man, they actually they updated this quick. So isolated severe hail may be possible. It won't be very big. Probably only about 2 inches plus is possible in this area. But that'll be the highest chance, which is actually probably from these storms that are right here that are firing off. And also, what is our dew points? If there's a dry line, yeah, okay, so there seems to be a dry line right here. So yeah, definitely a dry line. What about our temperature? It also seems that we have colder temperatures. So actually, we should we might have some pretty good storms firing off up north for, yeah, I mean, yeah, that cap just disappears instantly. I mean, geez, man, that's pretty quick. It seems like the cap is being, held back by the dry and cool air for sure. Let's see the sounding here. Actually, there's a little bit of a cap right here. There's a really big cap up here. We have an okay amount of cape. We have 0 cape for a surface, so that's for storm chasers. That's not going to be that great. The upward helix, which should be pretty. Oh no, it's actually not as bad as I thought. Over here, that's going to be pretty insane to see. Let me actually look at that. Yeah, guys, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely gonna be a nightmare of a storm for up north. Where the heck is the thing that I was looking for? Seems like I cannot find it. Should be. I heard this. Probably this one. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. So, honestly, I'm not seeing much. Maybe a few pop-offs in like the middle of Texas, and then we have some very high chances of some storm outbreaks here with mainly hail, wind. Oh. Tornadoes will be possible with these storms. It seems that we actually have two areas that we have to be watching. We have a very long tract, little area there that we will probably be having to pay attention to. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's gonna be it's definitely gonna be a lot, and you could see that storm that was given that strong colors right there. So definitely something to be watching over. There will probably be a pretty decent hail risk. This is today's outlook, just mainly hail. No storms have popped off yet because they're not supposed to happen until later. So I'm forecasting some pretty strong activity for Kansas, Oklahoma, Texas, going all the way to Illinois to even maybe Ohio. It'll definitely be mixed for rain and thunderstorms and everything else. So it just really kind of depends on how things go into play here. So we're really just gonna have to watch it. Like as of right now. So I think this day right here, the day 4, is gonna be our real possibility. Day 3, I'm still watching for sure. But day 1 and 2, nothing much. We have a few pop-up showers down here in Florida that are possible. A few here in Louisiana, but nothing really much for Southeast Texas. Oh wait, that wasn't for day 1. Gosh dang it. My bad. Yeah, so pretty much nothing for most of Texas. Maybe Buffalo might get hit with some stuff. Beaver might get hit with a little bit, which is what the models are showing, which is gonna be pretty soon here, actually. Yeah, it seems like we could definitely have that chance of tornadoes up here. It'll be very, very short-lived, but there's a very, very slight chance of that happening right now. So let's look at the day 2. So you can see that the day 2 is pushed off really far, but I kind of feel like they'll probably add some over here, maybe, or they'll keep it with this risk right here. We have a tornado risk tomorrow for a pretty good portion of the United States. The amount of people that are going to be impacted is about 12.2 million people, which is in the population area of that storm system, which is a lot. The marginal risk, it's at 17.2 million. So definitely going to have to be watching over for that kind of stuff for now. But I mean, other than that, not much right now. Let's look a little bit further ahead with, actually, you know what, we're going to go national, because we need to see further out. Let's go a little bit further ahead with the European models and see how things might come into play there. Now, this is going to be kind of a confusing storm setup because we have, a lot of factors going into place. Like the crazy jet stream, which is surprisingly the only thing it'll let me look at. And honestly, the only thing that we are really worried about is, do y'all see that? Yeah, that is a massive rip in the jet stream, which is going to be causing us a lot more storms in the future. Not very far in the future, actually. Just a couple days from now, probably maybe even Friday. We'll get a pretty good storm system possibly on the 11th through the 12th. So that'll be a very interesting storm system that we could see. Let me go to storm relative helix here. My bad. Actually, hold on. Okay, I don't know. So, honestly, we're gonna be kind of just trying to guesstimate here on what we're gonna do here. So, I think around the 11th will be a decent storm system, if this will load. Yeah, so the 11th will be a decent storm system that'll move through Texas and then go all the way up north into Maine, which is going to be pretty crazy. It'll even impact Florida, all of the East Coast, basically. Parts of Gulf of Mexico, Texas, and just a lot of the southeastern states. I was trying not to stutter there. All into the northeast states. So, definitely something we're going to have to be watching out for. We also might get a pretty strong snowstorm up north for the Great Lakes. But down here in Texas, we're already down in the, or up in the higher temperatures, so probably won't be getting any of that any soon, or anytime. Yeah, so we'll have a nice cold front pushing around the 11th, so that'll cool us down for a couple of days, but it'll warm straight back up to the 80s, and probably stay there for the rest of the year. And honestly, there's not much else. I mean, Florida's getting up into the 90s. The heat index and the wind chill will probably make things even worse, honestly. So let's look at this. So here's the 11th, which is right here. Definitely takes out a decent amount of, pretty good chunk of heat, but the heat returns pretty quick with a about 94 degrees max for southeast Texas, or southwest Texas, around, I'm trying to think of what's called, Corpus Christi, and, more southwest than there. All of Florida is going to be pretty warm. Southeast Texas through southwest Texas is going to be pretty warm. Most of Louisiana is going to be pretty hot. This includes Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, and Virginia. And since y'all live north, it'll probably be a little bit warmer for y'all than what y'all are used to. So, that'll be impacting parts of Ohio as well for, pretty far up north. We're still just really trying to watch out for the March 11th storm through even, this Friday. I'm trying to think on what Fridays is, so 4th, 5th. Okay, so it's on the 6th. So, definitely we'll be watching out for that. This is the 5th. This is the 6th. Okay, so there will probably be a slight chance of severe weather that day, but it won't be anything catastrophic. But yeah, guys, I think that'll be the rest. That'll probably be it for the rest of this early update video. Actually, hold on, give me a second here. I actually have a pretty strong ice storm over here, north of New York. Yeah, that's a lot of freezing rain. That's it's one heck of a storm there. Let's check the webcams here. Huh. A lot of snow and stuff. I don't really see much of any ice. But guys, that'll conclude our video, and I will see y'all next time.